Hi all, how's it going? I thought I would show you some of the updates coming in the next version, 2.0. We've added quite a lot of content and some various things that have been requested by individuals through certain channels, i.e. the Reddit, Instagram, Discord, etc. So it's always worth putting something down if you want to see something adding in. One of the things that was requested was to be able to change the colour of the borders on the planets. So you can see here I've got a neon pink. If you go into menu, game settings and borders, you can change this to whichever colour you'd like. A small feature, but one that was requested. Another thing that was requested was to be able to see the damage percentage of the celestial body, so we've added that in as well. Now you can see this is flashing here, so I'm using a master override, so everything's unlocked, but some of these will be locked via the level system that we've now fleshed out. So you can see here the planet selection screen has changed. We've moved a lot of the variants of planets and kind of coupled them together. So you can see here that we've got left and right arrows. We have little squares at the bottom. So these signify the variants. So if you click on the right, you can see Venus now has a Venus with no atmosphere. You can also swipe as well, so if you swipe left and right it'll navigate through. So you can see here this is what Venus looks like when it doesn't have its cloud system around it. The Earth variants, we've moved a lot of stuff from a non-system that were Earth based and moved them as children. So you can see Moon is part of the Earth system. We've got Cube Earth, Donut, Flat Earth, and we've also added Earth 2100. So this is Earth with the ice caps melted, increased population. Some of the countries are now underwater, etc. The other planets, so Jupiter has Ganymede, and you can see Mars has 3, so one is terraform Mars, and we've also added a cube variant of Mars. If you want to see any other planets as a cube, as a donut, etc., feel free to leave a message and we can add them in. It's pretty simple now to convert over. The other systems, so Alpha doesn't have any changes. Tau Ceti has Boreas, now has its variant, and it is Boreas without the ice. Now this was achievable by firing the regenerative missile at Boreas and removing the ice that way, but we've added an additional variant. You can see on the left hand side we've got a new system now, so we have Trappist 1. This has 3 different planets in for now. Obviously I believe these go up to H, maybe 1H, so they'll be added in a future update. So we have Trappist 1b, which is a lava planet, and you can see there are various craters around and lava within them. Let's see if I've got, that looks a bit better. We have Trappist 1c, this is terrestrial, but it's similar to Venus, so you can see the cloud system covering. And we have Trappist 1d, which is an eyeball because of the swirly cloud formation that swirls around. That was one of the planets that was requested. In the unknown system, it's the usual suspects, so we've moved custom planet in here, and you can see at the top we've got a new constructed planet. The icon hasn't been made yet. That's one for Gene Worm. The rest of the planets are the same, and you can see there's an additional variant under Ghost Planet. So the new planet is Snow Globe, and these bouncing particles are impacted by weapon hits as well. So for example, if you use this, so this is one of the new weapons, which I'll go through later, the new weapons, but this is a single fire lightning. So you can see by firing it, we're making all the particles fly around, which is quite cool. So I'll close that for now. One and the final variant under Ghost is a spectral donut. I'm not sure why it's playing that sound effect. There's a few different issues that we still need to iron out before release. So if we go back to Earth, so we've added quite a few new weapons, and you might have seen and noticed just then that the layout has changed as well. So you can see this has changed to do, and that's because I selected one of its variants. So you can see by clicking some of these, they now have variants underneath. So we have asteroid here, but we also have the snowball is now under here as well, and there's quite a few weapons that now have these additional variants. So this was one of them. So you've seen that we have the vortex, and we now have single fire vortex. And you can go into FPS and you can fire it that way as well, which is quite nice. Some of the other stuff as well. So Moon has two variants underneath, one of which hasn't been completed yet, and this is an 8-ball. So you fire this and 8-ball comes flying in. If you go onto projectiles, so you can see antimatter missile, I got it right, now has the regen missile underneath as well. We have drill, which has Christmas tree. We have the explosive ball, which has 3 additional variants, one of which is TNT. We have a football, and we have a basketball. None of the other ones in here have variants. Under energy, so we have freeze ray, we have Gauss. Now under beam, we have 2 additional variants. One is the dark beam, and one is the rainbow beam. It's the same again under lightsaber. So you have your normal lightsaber, we have a dark saber, and we also have a rainbow saber. Under plasma beam, we have a new one, which is a burst fire, so 3 shots. Under scatter gun, we have a scatter shot. So under railgun, apologies, we have a scatter shot. Under the ships, there's nothing noteworthy. Planet Killer now has the one that you may have seen on Machine World, which is a mini one. I'll reset this before it destroys the planet. And we also have some new ships as well. So we have the default ships, but we have these new ones as well, and also this one. Under monsters, you can see the usual suspects. We've added a new variant to the Celestial, which is the Giga Chad. And under the Locust Swarm, the icon hasn't been done, but we've added something that may look familiar, which is the bees. Under the Frost is just the seasonal items, so Christmas tree, snowball, and presents. I think that's everything that we've added. We're going to be quickly adding, I say quickly, soon after release we're going to be working straight away on adding more content and fleshing out the system smash mode as well, and adding a new system, new weapons, new things that we can do in there as well. There are a lot more achievements added. The level system has been fleshed out and is now actually used for something, so there should be a lot more things to do over at least over the next few weeks until we get the next version out and add a lot more stuff in. Alright, perfect. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the content. If there's anything you would love to see come in the future, please honestly leave a message, and we can look at adding some of that stuff in. Okay, perfect. Thank you, and take care.